I was known as one of the women that all the little black girls look up to.
Mm,
Okay. And little black boys look up to.
yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
I had three brothers who were looking up to their sisters like we were their big brothers.
Mhm,
And
Yeah.
they came out really, really good. You know what I mean?
mhm,
So
Got you.
for me, it's almost like we're placed in this role of being put on a pedestal even when we don't ask to be.
mhm,
And for me, I'm human, just like anybody else is.
Hmm.
Beautiful black woman who aspires to be the best I can be, but only to the best of my ability. And at that
Exactly.
point, I didn't know that piece. That for me, it was we're gonna win today. I'm the one that's gonna get it done. This is how it's gonna be,
mhm,
and no excuses. So that later on really got me. I didn't realize how much trauma I was holding on to, you guys.
mhm,
So trauma from being in a wheelchair for 8 months, no crying from it. I thought that was normal. We
yeah.
don't cry. We don't show weakness. Why
Tough it
don't
out, right?
why don't we cry? We're supposed to cry. We're
Yeah.
supposed to allow the body to release, allow the body, I say it's the body sweating. We're supposed to allow these emotions to transpire as they may so that we can release it and move forward.
Mhm,
If we're holding on to it, we usually are walking around with a scowl on our face. We're upset at what's going on in life because we haven't worked with us. And
mhm,
I hadn't done that at that point. At that point, it was like I was a robot. Like I
mhm,
was just going through the motions
mhm,
and just doing what they asked. I had all kinds of different accolades and everything, but my life, me inside, was just it was torn apart.
mhm,
And so I didn't really start drinking until I was 26.
mhm.
And at that point I came out, I was making about what $78,000 a year. And then from there, I just kept moving up the chain, kept
Mhm.
moving up the chain, drinking, partying, having a good time. I'm single, no kids, and just enjoying my life and doing what America says should be done. That whole corporate umbrella thing. You got money, you do what you want, you're the career woman, but still all along, I didn't know myself.
Mm,
And I still didn't know I didn't know myself,
Mm.
until I had some unfortunate things happen to me. I was actually in the middle of I remember the day I was hungover and I had an employee who came in to get housing. And I had been working really hard for housing for him because he didn't have anywhere to live. And so I was excited to see him and I said, I'm gonna surprise him. I'm gonna meet him at the because he kind of shrugged me off, like he had an attitude.
mhm,
And then
Mm.
he said, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I said, okay. So I got to walking with him and I waited for him because I said something just doesn't feel right. So I waited for him and he got to the bathroom, whatever. I waited about three or 4 minutes and my intuition, something just didn't feel right. And I say this real quick. I just want to stop and say, if your intuition is telling you something, go with it.
Mm.
yeah.
Do not disregard your thoughts or your feelings for yourself.
For
Allow your
sure.
intuition to transpire for you. It has saved my life.
Mhm.
But so I got that feeling. I opened the door and he shot himself in the head
Wow, that's crazy.
and I fainted.
Wow.
And when I woke up, once again, I went into strong black woman mode. I'm not hurt. I can get through this. I'm fine. But I did not know I was not fine. I was having nightmares of this. Okay. I was drinking to stay awake and using cocaine to stay awake so that I would not have to endure these dreams and these nightmares of this
Mhm,
man killing himself.
Really quick, really quick, really quick, because I want you to continue the story. But I also want to ask this question, like while you're in the midst of telling it, right? Like, why do you think it is that we feel we as black men and women, and and I'm sure other races as well, but we as people, right? Why do you think it is that we feel like it's just okay to hold things in and just drive on? What's the why is that okay for us?
mhm,
Because us as a people, okay, so I have done a whole huge episode on the strong black woman syndrome, the strong
mhm,
black woman syndrome. See, what we feel is strong is not strong. Okay, it's not strong to not surrender and say you need help.
Mhm.
So
Mm,
instead, we feel like being strong is handling it on our own.
Mhm.
That in turn makes us angry. It makes us feel like we are by ourselves. And we create this for ourselves. Okay. We talk about, a lady was telling me there's all these Black women who walk around with these scowls on their face. And I'm like, well, normally it's because most Black women feel like, I had a lady who told me, she said, Sparkle, I know you're not having a good day today, but remember, there are millions of people who look up to you. We don't have a choice.
Mhm.
No, 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 no. We do have a choice. Stop telling people, especially us of colors, stop telling us we don't have a choice. We
exactly.
have a choice
We're
to take
human.
care of ourselves, fill ourselves with love and abundance, and then give whatever else we can to those that need to help themselves.
Mhm.
And we don't need to be everybody's end all, be all. And that's what we feel like we have to do because that's what we've been taught. We stick together, we take care of each other. But wait a minute, you got to take care of yourself.